And I also think that when you hear a lot of issues which are women-centric in nature, I feel that these politicians have the ability or the courage to do something so wrong because there's no sensitivity in them towards this topic. How will this sensitivity come when women participation in the parliament and politics increase? How will you realize the problems of a daily working woman being a man who's so ignorant and busy watching illicit videos in the assembly while sitting in the assembly? You will need more women participation, more independent women bringing out their ideas, bringing an individuality to themselves, creating an identity so that we can solve this entire crisis.
There's another issue which we see in politics happening. We have seen many ministers in Karnataka and everywhere. When they pass through some route, the entire route is blocked. The whole traffic in that area comes to an halt. Why this discrimination? Why do we differentiate so much? The government is elected by the people. The government should behave as they are among us. So why do we differentiate? Why not we treat them the same way how we treat the common man?
We have to understand we live in a country which gives you right to freedom. So it does not mean that if you're not educated, you do not deserve to be a leader. A person who is illiterate can be as good as a leader as anybody else who's having a PhD. So we're not talking about materialistic education. We're talking here that every leader should be ethically, morally educated. He should be ethical enough to be a good leader. He should be ethical enough to be a good human being at the first place, let alone become a leader. That is what we're looking at, and that's what the youth today wants.
We have seen many times in the assemblies, we have seen politicians going wild and throwing chairs at each other. How ethical are they? How can they don't have a sense of responsibility towards the society? People follow them what they do. When they are going there to solve the problems of the society and they themselves can't handle the situation among themselves, how will they solve the problems of the nation, which is the bigger picture?
Ethics and power. I totally agree with you. When a man or an individual is given a power and authority, he completely changes. Until then, he is a common and ordinary man. But what happens when the power is exactly given to him? And we think about the power in that context, but we don't realize that if the person is really ethical, if he is on that chair, will he do this job properly? Is this ethics in him or not? We don't realize that, but we simply ought. This is a small step we need to think, and we need to apply this before voting a person or electing a person. I hope and think this is an individual's responsibility.
Recently there was a video in which the excise minister Methi was involved in illicitly with another woman. Such instances set a bad example to the society, and such ministers should be immediately removed from office.
And I think you feel that because, yes, correct, it is a person's personal life. He can do whatever he wants with his life. But as a leader, you're representing an entire nation. Are you or are you not to set an example to the entire nation or to every single person who has given vote, who has elected you, who has put you in the position you are?